Well, welcome to episode 19 of GameDropZone's podcast. We call it the Dropcast. My name is Carl Shimon, and I'm joined by the indomitable Matthew Kershaw. Hello there.
Indomitable? What does that mean?
I might have fucked up a pronunciation. I can't tell. So we're going to move on smoothly. Tell me, what have you been playing, Matthew Kershaw?
Who plays video games anymore? Like, seriously?
No one. We all just like to bitch about them instead.
Yeah,
Playing
exactly.
them is so last gen.
No, see, I've been playing... I bought Star Wars Battlefront 2 the other day. I've been playing that for a bit.
Tell me, how did that make you feel? Sad?
It made me feel very nostalgic from playing it on the PS2 with my brother. But at the same time, it made me realise how far games have come since then, because Battlefront 2 is just a broken mess in terms of gameplay and the AI.
Yeah.
And pretty much anything about it.
Yeah, 2
but
is the good
fun
one.
To play.
2 is the fun one. Like, I had fun going back to that. I really struggled with Battlefront 1.
Yeah, 2's the good one, and yet you look at it and you see just stormtroopers walking into walls, or they'll walk like 5 steps forward, spin around, and then walk the opposite direction, because the AI is just a mess.
Yeah, and it's so easy on PC with the mouse precision, because you played on PS2, didn't you? So you had the horrible, super blurry resolution and fucking really glitchy thumbsticks. So.
Yep, and now playing it on PC, I'm just headshotting every single like droidica around there.
Oh, that's still fucked up though. You need to go back and play Battlefront 1, which is pretty much impossible unless you already have a copy. I'm sure they're selling somewhere, but my PC one, you can't download it anywhere, which is disappointing, not legally anyway.
Yeah.
But there's levels in that one, there's a lot of levels, the smaller maps, where it's like just kill zones, like there's an ice caves level, or there's a Renvar mission, and part of it's the ice caves. It's just the most fucked up corridor you've ever seen in a video game. Just fucking, you see like 3 droidicas pour in there, there's fire everywhere, there's just like dozens of these clones going down. It's, yeah, and there's like an entire Bespin level that's built around 2 really long tunnels with no cover, and it wouldn't matter if there is cover, because nobody uses it. It's,
yeah, there's no cover in that game. I played on the Death Star last night, and I just sat as a droidica in one of the hallways and just mowed down clone troopers. It was awesome.
I really like the Tantive 4, you know, the ship from the New Hope, the white one. Do you know the one I mean?
No.
The one that in the film they sucked it into inside the Star Destroyer, in episode 4, had Princess Leia on it. You should check that map out. It's a really cool map. It's got really nice reflections of lighting on the floor, which is odd for such an old game, but it's pretty cool.
I don't know if I'll go back to it. It's like fun to play, but it's not really a challenge.
No.
On normal, if you bump it up to elite, you just get destroyed in conquest modes. There's like nothing you can do about it. I'm getting like 50 kills a game, and all my AI teammates are just dying.
Yeah. Did you play the XL game modes on some of the larger maps?
I did. That's what I did last night. Yeah.
It's insane, isn't it? There's so many bodies running around.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Only on the PC. It's worth putting out. We have a couple of features up on Battlefront last week, so people should go and check them out. We might have some more if I get around to the PSP versions. Did you play anything else?
I mean, other than that, last night I played 2 games as well. Like, literally last night is like the only time I played video games this week, and that was Battlefront 2. Played some Fallout New Vegas.
How was that?
Which made me realize why I don't like Fallout games. Like, it's just this horrible, brown, barren wasteland with nothing in it, and it's like not done in a way that's good. You know, you can have a nice looking, you know, post-apocalyptic area.
A bit like
just
Bloodborne.
Isn't as... Yeah, there's nothing around.
Yeah.
And I guess that's supposed to be the idea, but it's just so boring just to walk across this big desert and occasionally find a road and be like, wow.
Yeah, see, I felt that way about Skyrim as well. Only it was like fucking alpine.
See, I didn't think that in Skyrim. Skyrim is a very nice game. There's just stuff everywhere around you. It's great. But at the same time, I'm willing to maybe give Fallout 4 a chance, because, you know, you just mentioned Skyrim. If you look at, I think Oblivion was the last Elder Scrolls game before Skyrim.
Yeah.
You look at that game and then you look at Skyrim, and there's a massive difference in just terms of how much stuff is in a level. and how different they look. So I'm willing to presume that Fallout 4 will be kind of like Skyrim and just filled with stuff, which I would like. I don't want to just walk across this whole brown bit of dirt and occasionally find a mutated ant.
No, but I wonder how they do it though, because it is the wasteland after all, isn't it? So.
But you can make a pretty wasteland,
Can you make a pretty open world wasteland though?
Yeah, Fallout 3 was packed full of stuff when you get towards the city. It's too bad that game was 50% sewers, which was boring.
Yeah, I really didn't like Fallout 3. I liked New Vegas quite a lot, but I played the DLC as well, or at least some of it. Fucking really well written.
Oh, I haven't got to any of the DLC. The maybe hour or so I played last night, I was like, okay, I'll go to this quest. First of all, the UI in Fallout games is just terrible. It is the worst.
Absolutely.
The whole Pip-Boy stuff is just dumb. People bitched about Skyrim's UI when it was first came out, but that UI is perfect in terms of all the information it gives you and how easy it is to use.
Yeah, I always liked it. I thought it was good for a controller. I played it even on the PC using a controller.
On PC, I just downloaded is it Sky UI? The really nice
I've heard
one.
Of it.
That's a great UI, but the Pip-Boy is just impossible to navigate effectively. I was like, oh wow, I've got 211 weight out of 210. There's no way to go through all my items and sort which one's the heaviest so I can dump it, so I've got to scroll through 5 bits of ant parts that I have in my backpack.
Did you ever play Fable 3? Sorry.
No.
Oh fuck, the UI in that game is 3D. You're walking around the menus as a character. Just made me think about what a mess that game was.
Oh man.
You had to load up another level if you wanted
terrible.
to change the sword or something, because you had to load up the menu level. Fucking brutal.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen videos on it.
God. Sorry, go on. Go on.
Gonna say, I tried to play place a quest during that hour I played, and every single quest I went to was this is a DLC area, you have to be level 25 or more to go through it and have a good time. I was like, well, okay, I've spent half an hour walking across this desert, listening to old shitty music to get here, to be told I can't come here.
Did you play on the PC when you were revisiting it, the other day?
No, yeah.
So you should just whack up the console commands, make yourself invincible, add 25 levels, and go in there and have a good time.
I'm not going to do that.
No clipping.
No, I did totally no clip after coming up to my second DLC area, and I was like, okay, this quest over here isn't DLC. It's fucking miles away. I'm just going to no clip and bump up my speed and run under the map to get to it. Because there's no way I'm backtracking all the way to Good Springs.
Yeah. I like cheating in them games. I didn't cheat my first time through any of them, but I played a lot of them on the console anyway. But I would totally do it. If I could, I would cheat my way through all of the games from the first time, because it's just so much better when you don't have to play them. I played a bunch
of Fallout 3 on the console. I think I maybe even finished Fallout 3. And I played a bunch of Skyrim on the console as well. But then, you get to PC and it's oh, I can cheat or I can mod and it's great. But I still don't tend to do that. I mod it, but I don't cheat.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Just go ahead.
I was playing Fable. That was really the first RPGs I had on the Xbox. And that was around the time I met Pat. And he was like, yeah, good, you got to check out Oblivion. And I did. And it was great. And then he's like, yeah, well, you've got to play Fallout. It's so much better from the same people. Fucking utter trash. I bought that and all the DLC, taking his word for it. Fucking hated it. Played it all out of spite, basically. And then again, 10 years later, or 5 years later, sorry, I bought it all again on PC for some dumbass reason.
I can understand why people like Fallout. Playing again, the atmosphere is kind of nice when you get, I just wound up in this, old abandoned school, and there's just, desks and chairs and lockers all over the floor, and there's just insect noises and these big mutated I don't know what they were, praying mantises in there.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is great in the game. It's just I don't like the game. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It's
I don't like playing
clunky.
It is really clunky, yeah. But again, you look at Oblivion to Skyrim, and I'm pretty sure New Vegas to Fallout 4 will be the same leap in terms of quality.
Maybe, although I think Skyrim is still shitty.
But it's better than Oblivion.
Yeah, sure. I like how they handled magic in Skyrim, I guess, but
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I just don't like the imprecision of it. I like playing in third person, but you can't hit anything if you're playing in third person. It's a, a troubling game, I guess.
But other than, I think last night I spent maybe like 2 hours playing some visual novel that I didn't realize I had on Steam.
All right, what was it?
It's called Long Live the Queen. It's some weird visual novel about. Yeah, it's actually really good and pretty in depth, and I
don't believe you.
It works like you move to this castle and you do two classes a day, and they cover the week, and then story stuff happens, and depending on your level in like 20, 25 different skills, depends on the outcome.
Right, I've seen the game, I own it, but never played it.
It's actually pretty cool. Like, I fucked up and I put all my like stats towards the beginning and just like trying to, I guess, be a good queen and like learning how to like talk and presence and all that shit.
Right.
And then like a snake attacked me and a friend, and I didn't have any stats in swords, so it like bit me and poisoned me and shit.
Right. Fucking weird.
But yeah, it's actually really cool.
Really? I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because you keep playing these visual novels, and I've never heard you say a good thing about any of them, except the John Cena one. So I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
John Cena was good in a bad way.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like, it's a change playing this, because it's actually pretty in-depth and well thought out compared to the other ones.
You should play the Sunrider Academy game that's now out in full, because we have all the other Sunrider games up on the site and reviewed, but not that one. So you should totally pick that up for us. Yeah. Well, the chapters
What
are the
about that
same
video
game.
we did, Kyle? Do you want to bring that up?
I still have those files on my desktop, and they are never being released to the public, ever.
Why not?
If I die, you can edit them together and publish them, but until that time, it's not going to happen. Holy shit, what a...
Damn it.
The ultimate train wreck of video.
I thought it was alright. Anyway, what have you been playing?
I have been playing some Wolfenstein. Or you might know it as Wolfenstein, The Old Blood. That game is really good. I think it's better put together than the original, which came out last year, because the original was a pretty long game. And my problem with that was I didn't necessarily enjoy all the fight. Like, it's got really squirrely analog stick controls, which you get used to. But that game throws such insane difficulty spikes at you. Like, at one point, you're literally flying into a window, and it's scripted, so there's nothing you can do about that. So that you can't, like, stealth your way around fucking smashing our way through a window. Into a room with, like, one piece of cover, and then maybe 20 dudes, half of them have got shotguns, and you just get brutalized, and there's no ammunition, or there's likely you haven't got much with you. And, like, sequences like that, which there was, like, maybe half a dozen of them throughout the entire game that I really hated. Like, I liked going to the moon, but... just the environment's really shitty to play with, and maybe I was just playing it wrong. Maybe I should have gone more stealthy at some times, but it just felt like kind of maybe not play tested enough, which is a weird thing, because like look at Destiny, that's play tested to fuck, and that's the most homogenous shitty experience you can imagine. But yeah, the Old Blood is really good. It doesn't really have those issues. It expands on what's great about the sort of combat puzzles of the New Order in some really good ways, and then the back half of that game is just a zombie shooter, which is the most mindless thing ever, but it's so much fun. They really do it well. They ham it up in an amazing way. You're not wearing a shirt at any point, and all the zombies, like, it's not like gory, like their intestines are falling out, but they're also on fire all of the time for no good reason other than it looks awesome. So you walk into this one room, it's like, well, you're in these ancient ruins because they're leaning into the occult, which wasn't really explored in the New Order all that much. And you just walk into this room, and there's this fucking pedestal with this big button on it. You hit the button, fire explodes out the floor like it's a fucking wrestling show or something. The entire room lights up, and then just zombies start pouring out of these vents that are on fire for like maybe 10 minutes or something. And it's you're waiting for these stairs to descend down step at a time because you're in these ancient ruins. And it's just like awesome scenes like that. The entire game is filled with them because it's so short and so compact, but it's about 5 hours. It's fucking really good.
I remember zombies were a big part of, well, I don't know if it was just zombies, like mystical creatures, I guess, were in Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Like, there's that whole mission where you go into a crypt and suddenly there's just zombies there for no apparent reason.
Yeah, they weren't in the New Order at all, really. There were, like, alien mystical ruins and shit later on, which was kind of weird, but nothing like that. Nothing like zombies. Did you play the Activision's Wolfenstein game from, I want to say 2009 or 2010 or something?
Which one's that?
It was it was just called Wolfenstein. It was the one with the green cover with the red text. It was like a Nazi skull face. Everything was green in it. It was like
I don't think so.
Scripted missions, but there were like a hub zones, and you'd move through the hub. Nazi-occupied city was like the kind of hub, and you'd move through them to do the different missions. It was interesting. I really kind of didn't enjoy playing it again. I ended up giving it to Pat in exchange for like Forza 4 or something, so I clearly got the better deal there.
No, I've never played it.
Yeah, it's that was way into the occult, and this is way into the occult. And it has some good characters. It's a really good £15 buy, $20 or $30 or something. It's if you had been interested in Wolfenstein, I would totally recommend getting that, 'cause it's a prequel, so it won't spoil anything.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing is I think it's better than the New Order. But of course it's the same gameplay, but just a bit tightened up. I've been playing the Dragon Age Inquisition DLC, that was free. Dragon Slayer, you get to slay a dragon in a really pretty castle with some really pretty characters. That's a lot of fun. We might get a video of that up, but I don't really want to do a 30-minute dropping in with you, because I can't bear your company for that long, so, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
But we might get something up. That's really cool, and it's free. And I've been playing TIE Fighter Special Edition on Steam, because I've been playing Battlefront, and that's really cool. It's got controller support. It's maybe like a 14-year-old game, I want to say. Maybe older.
I saw that you had been playing a bunch of Star Wars stuff, and that's what led me to buying Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I played Dark Forces as well, which was like the old, like, 2D sprite shooter thing.
Yeah.
Very Doom-esque. I didn't enjoy that, really. But yes, TIE Fighter is actually complex. Like, I'm playing with the controller, because you need a joystick or controller to play. You need the sticks. And, like, it's fucking... You have to use the keyboard and the sticks on the controller. So you're, like, flicking target with the R key, and then you're actually shooting things with the controller. It's, like, sensory overload. But it's it's really cool. You have to, like, scan ships and stuff and do all these side objectives to gain favor with the Emperor and things. But you don't need to. Like, it's surprisingly deep for a really old game. It holds up better than you'd imagine. But yeah, that's all I've been playing, really. And Destiny, but you don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Well, maybe I do, because you have some news about Destiny.
Oh, that's a segue and a half. Destiny are adding sidearms, pistols, as a secondary weapon, which is cool, I guess. I don't know. They already have hand cannons, so this is maybe a little bit redundant, but it's something new to do in Destiny, so why not? They only have like 7 weapons anyway, so...
Yeah.
Now they'll have 8. That's coming out next week. I want to say the 19th, May 19th. A little over a week away.
That's the same day The Witcher comes out, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be picking up both of those games. So Destiny, they have announced the Trials of Osiris is a party-made... not party-made. I can't remember how they describe it, but there's no matchmaking. And it's meant to be like hardcore, I guess, esport focused. Competitive multiplayer, which is kind of shit, because I'm not going to play any of it. And the Prison of Elders is the horde mode that you think it is, basically. It's basically firefight. They throw modifiers on each round. You've got boss waves. It should be good, hopefully. What else have we got? Assassin's Creed.
I've got some news, actually.
Do you want to go into that then?
I was going to say, apparently EA are happy with EA Access on the Xbox One, and they're going to start marketing it more this summer, or maybe next summer, I don't know which one.
Yeah, I've got a ton of EA financial news. EA Access is a really good service. Are you on it?
Yeah, so they're going to market it more, and I assume that at this year's E3 there'll be a lot of stuff with EA and Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the DLC exclusivity on like everything, haven't they? Including Dragon Age. So Mirror's Edge is coming early 2016 in related news.
Titanfall is coming out 2016, I think.
It's
or 2017, I don't remember which one it's
likely physical 17, which will mean from April 2016 through till March 2017. So anywhere in that year, basically. Need for Speed is meant to be coming out this year, which makes sense because they last had Rivals a couple of years ago, didn't which is good. At least they're taking 2 years. They were taking 1 year gaps last time, and look how that went.
I guess, but it's Need for Speed. That series died a long time ago.
I don't give a fuck about. This is an off year for racing games for me. I might pick up Forza this year.
Really? You've got like what? Project Cars, Drive Club, Forza.
I just mean for me personally. Like I've played my racing game of these 12 months. I'll pick up one next holiday. And it won't be Need for Speed. I seriously doubt it will. Also, a new Garden Warfare as well. So that's some nice EA Access early fodder, isn't it?
Yeah.
A new console one, sorry. Do you have any other news?
That's all my news.
So Assassin's Creed Victory has been renamed to Assassin's Creed Syndicate, reports Kotaku, and
it'll
be announced next week. So I'm inclined to believe them. They put out a teaser image. Have you seen it?
No.
It's two pairs of gloves, I assume from the same person, like arms crossed over, and he's got like 8 weapons, including knuckle dusters, a cane, fucking miniature cannon on his hand. So you know they're gonna go all gadgets this E3, which is what they do every year with Assassin's Creed.
I don't care. This is Assassin's Creed that I haven't played in Assassin's Creed since 4.
That's only a year, a little over.
2 years,
I guess. 1 year removed.
It's 2 games removed.
Well, there were 2 games in the same. 3 if you include Chronicles. You should pick that up. You like side-scrolling games. Didn't you play Child of Light, were you telling me?
Oh god, I did. That shows how much impact that game has on me that I just completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played some Child of Light because it was free. It's, it's alright, I guess. Music's nice, that's about it.
Would you have the same reaction to just about any platformer? Because I suspect I would.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got it on Vita, I think. I think it was PlayStation Plus a few months ago, but...
Yeah. I mean, the music's nice in it, the graphics look nice, the story's dumb, they always talk in rhymes, which is annoying.
Yeah. Were you saying there was microtransactions in there?
Oh yeah, you can totally buy fucking Glimmer or whatever it's called.
That's
weird
Destiny.
Currency to upgrade your weapons.
Don't give them ideas, they'll put it in Destiny. Nobody wants that.
Glimmer. You said you would want that, so you wouldn't have to grind.
I would want to be able to buy, like, Rep or something, but not Glimmer. I have full Glimmer all the time, I always run out of space. There's a dumb cap on it. There's a dumb cap, and there's nothing to spend it on, so... It's pointless. Pointless. Oculus is reportedly, they announced that Oculus is launching in Q1 of 2016. How does that make you feel as a VR evangelist?
Is it going to have full Facebook support, and I can just glue it to my face and never have to talk to people ever again in real life?
Hopefully. I don't know about you, but my Facebook is still filled with like porn and naked drunk people, so it's basically tailor-made for me.
My Facebook is filled with nothing because I removed like everybody I don't talk to years ago.
That's probably a smart move. It's probably a really smart move. I went through and removed all those. Do you remember as a kid, like you'd always like those dumb pages like that were jokes for names? That was like the entire point of the page.
I was never one of those assholes.
Well, I was, apparently, so I went through and removed about like 100 and something of them from my profile the other day. And the only thing I've kept is a few bands and a couple of porn stars that I apparently liked in my childhood. So that's awesome.
For some reason, I'm still following like Bear Force One and Alexander, whatever his name is, the helicopter dick pirate guy.
Oh shit, they have Facebook pages? What are we doing here?
Apparently so.
I need to find them. Bear Force 1 is amazing. Was it?
It is, yeah.
Did that dude do the Mortal Kombat video as well, with his wang hanging out? Oh, I'm making that up. Yeah.
Alexander Pistolov, I want to say his name is. I may be wrong.
Can't wait to see him on the Oculus. Inches away from your eyes. 3D dong. 3D low-res dong, running at like really shitty frame rate. The Medieval franchise may be revived. There has been leaked images from a Sony. I want to say NeoGAF account. This was reported on Destructoid. Do you know what Medieval is?
I've maybe heard of it.
I don't remember what the gameplay was, but the protagonist is like a weird skeleton dude, and he was a huge part of my childhood.
Skeletons.
Absolutely. Bony skeletons. Did you like that? So that could be cool.
Their erection is shooting through the roof. Skeletons are awesome. More skeletons should be in video games.
Yeah, I guess. See, the problem with skeletons is like they all look the same, unless you do something creative with what they're wearing. So
everybody's skeleton is the same.
But what if you tattooed a skeleton? Tattooed skeletons. How awesome would that be?
You can't. That's not how tattoos work. You tattoo in like under layers of skin, and that's why it's permanent. You can't tattoo bone.
Have you tried? Has anyone tried?
That's just like painting. It would just wash off.
Yeah, you could use. Is it acrylic? Is acrylic the plastic one? What's the oil-based paint that doesn't wash off particularly easily?
I don't know.
Let's get way into art. Let's do an art podcast. It would go really well.
That would be a podcast of me saying art is a useless subject, and anybody who's studying it, other than like 5-year-olds doing finger painting, is a drain on society.
It's funny because we play video games which are entirely presented through graphic art. So the irony that we would slag off artists on this video game podcast is high.
I'm talking about artists that paint or like make sculptures out of like their fingernails for things.
That's the coolest though.
Graphic artists are good. Graphic artists have a place in the world.
Yeah.
People who draw do not.
I really like Tumblr. Let me tell you about it. It's full of artists.
Oh no, you don't want to get me on Tumblr.
And without Tumblr, the world would be a sadder place. Also, I was on Pinterest today looking at concept art, and I wanted to get back into Pinterest, but every time we do that, it just dies out within like a week. It's like...
Did you see all my pins on there that I had made like weeks ago? And I was waiting for you to see them, just be like, why is all this here?
No, I didn't, but now you said that, I'm going to load it up on my phone and hope I'm still signed in. I have the app, of course. I wouldn't go anywhere without it.
It's really not worth it.
Well, when I'm doing that, the last piece of news I have written down, I think, is about Halo. Frank O'Connor called it a Black Halo Master Chief Collection. Was called a Black Eye by
Halo
Frank.
Master Chief Collection.
Pardon? You
said a Black Halo Chief Master Collection.
It's the most ghetto of Master Chief collections. No, yeah. But fucking what I meant to say. I'm loading up Pinterest and there's just pictures of Spock and it's distracting me. Yeah.
What you meant to say is Frank O'Connor said that the Master Chief Collection is a black eye on 343.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically what I meant to say. Have you read the full statements that came out about this? Because they are quite interesting, quite extreme.
No.
Let me just draw down to the good bits. He's describing Halo 5 and how it's going to be a completely different situation when it launches. Halo 5 is being made by a completely different team. It is a singular product. It was built from the ground up on this new technology rather than being dragged, kicking and screaming from 2001 and forced and shoehorned onto a 2014 console.
Wow.
So fucking really violent way of saying that Master Chief Collection was shit.
Yeah.
I guess. That's almost like, have you ever encountered a Peter Molyneux after a game comes out? He shits on it, and then the next one he promises will be way better. That's basically what I get from that. It's like he's just shitting on Master Chief.
Where you are a bee and you fly above the city, and each flower you take pollen from kills a child in the city. Would you continue to take pollen to live? Or would you sacrifice yourself?
Would you stab the pollen into the child? Or would you stroke the child? These are the relationships you can build up with children in Fable 4, aka Goddess 2, aka Please Fund Me. God. I was referencing the Journey demo. Fable the Journey demo. When he was talking about stabbing a fucking arrow into a horse. I wasn't literally suggesting you force pollen into a kid. That would be fucked up. Yeah, I just thought the way they fucking just shit all over the Master Chief Collection is saying it's forced and shoehorned. It's like, wow.
I think they're talking about how they had to force Halo 1, 2, and 3 onto, much newer hardware and the limitations on it.
Yeah, it's just like the game's played really well. It's the part where all the connectivity in between them, which was the part that he said 343 was doing. I quote, "You've got different studios working on it. You've got 343 working on putting it all together." And the part where they put it all together was the shit part. When you're in-game single player, they fucking run really well.
That's just it. Like, I don't understand what he means. all Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, they run perfectly fine. It's just networking issues.
Yeah, there was more though. Like the menus are fucked. Shit not loading. Having to back out for like 4 menus and dashboard whenever an invite doesn't go through.
Oh yeah.
Like, it wasn't just that the matchmaking sucked, but
that comes to networking, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, the menus like not working at all didn't. Like when I had text printed over text over images, and the entire background was just white and black static. It's like, I guess it could have been networking, but theoretically the game works offline, so the menu should have at least worked. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Halo 5 is obviously coming out October 27th, and they have confirmed it's going to have dedicated servers for multiplayer, including custom games, which would be nice.
Great, I can't wait to buy it like late November once I've heard if it runs or not.
Nah, you're going to be there day one because you're going to be reviewing it. You are our Halo reviewer.
Oh god. You've reviewed more Halo than me.
No, we've reviewed the same amount, I'm pretty sure. I reviewed I'll review all the isometric shooters. You can review the mainline games. I'll just copy and paste Spartan Strike into the next one that comes out. Yep. Spartan Spree or whatever it's called.
Spartan Spree, yep, you've already confirmed it.
Probably. Do you have any other news?
No, that's about it.
Do you have any other statements you want to say about video games and the playing thereof?
Not of video games, no.
Well, what do you have? Spit hot game right now.
I was going to say, Yusei Fudo is really cool, and I've still been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
I thought he was a wrestler. Who is that? Who is that? The duelist? Is that the guy on the bike?
Yeah, he's the one who plays card games on motorcycles. He's actually really cool.
Is that the red motorcycle that I sent you the picture of a dude on Kotaku who made a cardboard motorcycle?
Yep.
Oh wow. Is this right? Is this the guy with the eyepiece and the really fucking young Yugi hair?
No. The one with the eyepiece from Zexel, I think.
Yeah. So
he's got like pink in it.
We need to play some Yu-Gi-Oh!
We do. We need to watch Arc 5, which is apparently the newest series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like there's the one character, and then he has 4 alter egos in 4 different dimensions.
Really?
And he can go into I want to describe it as like an autistic rage where he loses control of his body.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
So dumb. So dumb. I was really sad when people started saying how Konami was dying the other week. And I just kept looking at my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards being like, no guys, they're fine, they're doing really well, the new season's coming out. And I guess
Konami is dying though, that's the thing.
They're doing well in other places, I suspect. I haven't looked at their fucking Japanese stock market financials, but...
They took themselves off the stock market.
Only in America, not in Europe or Japan.
What I heard is they want to stop making video games and focus on like pachinko machines or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're doing well or doing okay in other sections and just spending all this money in video games. Like Castlevania was not huge. You know, when they did lots of Shadow 2, kind of sucked. Yeah, I'm surprised they cancelled Silent Hills because you know after the reception of PT, you couldn't really hope for a better thing, could you?
I guess, but it's Kojima's section working on it, isn't it? And now he's gone.
Who was the Silent Hills dude? They had Igarashi. He was the Castlevania guy, and he left. Tak Fuji left. He was the dude with the cool hair. I don't remember who was meant to be the Silent Hills guy.
No, I don't either.
Because now they only have Kojima. Which is weird.
They don't have Kojima anymore.
Oh, they have him for like 2 months as a contractor, don't they?
I guess.
Yeah, it's. I'm looking forward to that game. I keep seeing pictures of it, and it always looks awesome.
Which game?
The Phantom Pain, of course. The game of this year.
That will be the game of the year. It will be amazing.
Oh, I don't know.
Unless you start up the game and it just has like a big animation that says "fuck you, Konami," and then that's just it.
Oh, imagine all the Easter eggs he's trying to get his team to work in now, without the executives knowing. That's what I'd be doing if I was a spiteful game developer.
For some reason, Big Boss and Kaz go to Japan and just start blowing up this building.
Just Konami spelled backwards. In Namco.
Yeah.
And Namco Corp, funded by the Russians.
Yep.
Oh, the Russians are good guys in this.
the Americans are the bad guys in this. No, the Patriots are the bad guys.
Well, that's because the Americans are the bad guys in life, dude.
Yep.
In life. Oh, politics.
Let's not get onto this.
I've spent the last hour debating politics, which was horrendous, because I really don't give a fuck. I'd much rather debate fucking Konami's sales figures.
Do you want to talk about the UK politics, how UKIP lost?
Didn't they get 1% of the votes?
I think they got 2, so they have 2 seats in Parliament, but, Nigel Farage is not in power, unfortunately.
Oh, I really like cheese, but now you've put me off it. Damn it.
He's just a local bloke doing local values.
Anyone who knows themselves as a local bloke is fucking probably a paedophile trying to get their way into your house so they can size up the windowsills of your kids' fucking bedroom. Can they fit through, or do you need to bring a screwdriver to pull the panes out?
Oh god.
I don't trust anyone who you describe as a bloke, or a lad for that matter. They're the worst kind of people.
And with that, I think we're ready to wrap this up.
Yeah, also, Splatoon, can't wait. There's going to be a public test. Iwata's going to come on your face. Adios.